Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our forum today. Our topic today is about punctuality. First of all, I want to introduce our panelists first, Mr. Yuvraj, Mr. Moss, and Mr. Jonas. So, what is punctuality? For that, I would like to ask the question to Mr. Jiva. Mr. Jiva, what is punctuality?
Thank you, Mr. Hushan. According to Kamus Dewan, punctuality is a consent, either orally or in writing, to carry out or to give something. In short, we can say that punctuality is the behavior that characterizes an individual is guilty of a responsibility or duties in accordance with present time or agreed upon orally or in writing.
Mr. Jonas, is it that important to be punctual?
Yes, it is for sure.
Can Mr. Yuvraj tell to us why punctuality is very important?
In the observation, a person who are punctual, the time will be successful in life. Each moment that will be used to perform meaningful activities. Punctuality person produce the work more effectively. For those who are on time is an asset because they are more productive and their work is better in quality. A person who are punctual or be on time create view and personal reputation. They are more trusted and valued. People consider them timely and always appreciate and respect the other person's time.
Thank you, Mr. Yuvraj. Now we go to Mr. Moss. All individuals are determined to meet the time, but sometimes they are delayed too. How can we increase the quality of our timeliness quality?
All this talk about the important punctuality are always right if we do not know how to be punctual in life. Habits are not made overnight. You need to cultivate the habits of timeliness in order to be punctual. Here is how to improve punctuality. Make sure that you always wear a watch to keep a clock near you so you can track the time. Also make a note as how much time you take to complete a task. And ask yourself, can you do the same task in the lesser time? Always plan your work and make a timetable. It's make your work complete in time.
Thank you, Mr. Moss. Now back to Mr. Jonas. We often hear complaints, I had to do this and that. I do not have enough time to do so much of work. How can we solve this problem?
In this case, we have to plan every job we want to do wisely. This is called time management. Time is special resource that you can't store or save for later use. Everyone has the exact amount of time each day. If you do not use the time wisely, that time cannot be repeated. It will pass just like it. We can avoid complaints about the lack of time in completing a job if we are good at time management. Disciplining ourselves to the time actually helps us decide what you desire to do or need to do. This makes all our actions are in control and organized. We can control the situation. Those who do not manage time wisely will feel pressure to perform work more effectively.
Thanks, Mr. Jonas, on a clear vision of the importance of punctuality. Next, we will hear a description of how time management can produce work better.
Effective time management can produce productive individual. For example, we have to plan our work before we start. This will help us to work on target. Therefore, all our work will be completed in time and we will produce a better work. Indirectly, we can produce excellent individuals. In managing the time, we have to build a table. This table will lay out work. Regular work with this table will help us to perform work according to the priorities. Important work can be complete with more focus.
Thank you for your explanation, Mr. Yuvraj. The importance of time management has an impact on a number of factors such as low economic, spiritual, physical, and social. Arabic proverb says that time is like a sword. If we do not cut it, it will deter us. This means we get a lot of good if we manage it wisely. Can Mr. Moss explain about the benefit of time management?
If we use our time well, we find that we can get more things done. All our work can be completed to achieve the target by more productive. At the same time, it can motivate us. Work is completed properly will give satisfaction to all parties and also ourselves. Good management also affect our health. Working with the time schedule will provide results that will satisfy all. We are going to be praised. Praise is to reduce all the pressure we face in carrying out the work. Various illnesses caused by our pressure will be able to avoid. Our society will become better with time management. People who manage their time well will get more time. This time is required to build our social life. In the modern world, human race to develop for their better economy. We forget the important activities such as spiritual and social activities. To carry out these activities properly, he must manage his time well. It is not wrong if I say youth social problem today is because of the failure of the parent to manage their time to neglect time with their children. Malay proverb saying that time is gold. It means do not waste time. So if you want to gain, then we shall manage our time wisely.
Thanks, Mr. Moss. Profit intended by Mr. Moss just now is as we always have the main capital in carrying out our work. Our work capital is just the time.
Yes, it's true.
For further our discussion about the culture difference is being on time, I am very impressed with the study conducted by a professor on the present students' lateness to the class. The professor had made comparison with the students in United States. The finding is the timelessness is practiced in Brazil. He found that students are not being rude and carelessness in their studies. This is due to the culture in Brazil itself. Can Mr. Junius explain the difference in cultural difference here?
In my opinion, being on time has several views and factors. For time culture that values punctuality, complete assignments on time and comply with the table known as monochronic culture. For countries that agree with the opinion that time should be balanced with the social is known as polychromic culture. These factors resulted in the attitude of punctuality different from country to country. In Western countries like America, German, and a few culture monochromic consider the time like running water, flows like running water. Use the time it flows, if not we will waste it only. In countries such as Brazil, polychronic culture would consider that time to be renewed, means the individual has the opportunity and space in the performance of our work.
So it means delay is a good thing? What do you think, Mr. Yuvraj? Why some countries accept this polychromic culture?
In my opinion, cultural and other values that are in some country are affecting the attitude of a person receiving delay. In pursuit of global modernization, culture and customs are not necessary. Tolerance in managing time is necessary. For those who can manage time is an impressive and should be proud of. What about the inadvertent delay? We must be wise to balance our decision. We need to be tolerant of time based on a few features including the first one is reasonable excuse. In carrying out daily routines, we do not anticipate any unforeseen circumstance emerge. For example, illness, traffic jams of the car breaks down. To some extent, this will affect the planning of our time. If delays occur due to unavoidable, then we need to make a wise decision before taking into the correct action. The second one is a production quality work. In some places, the production of quality works will take a long time to complete. For example, the community in Brazil will complete their work until later time if they are late to start working. Sometimes they take longer than necessary to ensure their products work right is finished. And the results they are better because they can work quietly. So why should the term existed rush among them? In other countries also, delay is a matter which is considered generous. The thing is, someone is late, he yield a very important and always needed everywhere.
Why is the delay unacceptable in countries like the United Monochromic Culture countries like Germany and Japan?
People in countries that practice this monochromic culture, they live and run their daily routine oriented schedule. Everything is designed. For example, they will know well schedule the movement of buses and train. They will be at the bus station or train station to as initially. They do not like wasting time with just wait at the station. For the community in the West, wasting time is like wasting money. Imagine you are waiting for a person and either he does not turn up. You may not consider it is a big thing, but in reality you have lost money worth the amount earned. In the West custom, the children can ask his mother to wait on the line for 4 to 5 minutes away just to finish his work. That shows how the time importance to the Western society.
Thank you, Mr. Moss, for explaining about culture being on time, which is not accepted in the Western countries. Okay, yes, now we have come to the end of our forum. I would like to thank our fellow panelists, Mr. Yuvraj, Mr. Moss, and Mr. Jiva. We hope we meet in another day and share our knowledge together here. Thank you.